Hi friends, you welcome to Shyam Institute. Today we are discussing the current affairs of 24th May. So have a look at the headlines given here. India's seafood exports, Italian Open title, and the Manasvi mentorship program for school girls from 9th to 12th standard. New Prime Minister of the Sudan, Khelo India Beach Games. These are headlines we have. In addition to this, then we will discuss some more points. Then I am moving forward with the first and foremost and important one. Razon ki Buli. Razon ki Buli is a step well introduced, a step well observed in New Delhi. Then recently Archaeological Society of India, this ASI identified this one, and then they called for the renovation. They called for the renovation of this particular step well. This particular step well belongs to the 16th century at the time of Lodi time, not exactly which Lodi dynasty, but Lodi dynasty time the well this was, and then this was constructed during the Lodi period. And a World Monuments Fund, World's Monument Fund and Tata Foundation. Tata Foundation is providing the financial support to renovate this particular step well. With the cost of 125 crores, then they are going to build they are going to renovate this particular step well. That is the concept. Which state, which union territory, or which state? That is New Delhi. That is Razon ki Buli, 16th century step well. So that is a point here. Moving to the next one, then India's seafood exports. Then seafood exports are high to the countries like US, China, Southeast, and then Southeast nations, and then Middle East countries. So then in this particular exports concept, like exports of the seafood, the Andhra Pradesh government is playing a vital role, is important role. And then if you observe India's total seafood exports, that is $7.38 billion, then it has earned during 23-24 financial year. And then the seafood exports like from AP, and anyways then we have to discuss from India. AP has got a line share in this particular one, and then they are supplying to the US, China, European Union, and then Southeast Asia, and even Middle East countries. So that is a specialty here. So like they may pose a question, India's seafood exports then are more to the which of the following nations? They may give in the options US, China, Southeast, and then Middle East likewise. That's top is US only, US. Okay, that's a point here. And then moving to the next one, Italian Open tennis tournament, which was observed in the capital city of Italy, Rome. And here like then men's singles, Alexander Zverev of Germany, they defeated and then he won the title. Alexander Zverev won the title. This was his second title. This was the second title of this Alexander Zverev of Germany. Alexander Zverev of Germany. And then in women's singles, Iga Swiatek won the title by defeating Sablanka. Anyways, like she belongs to the Poland. She is a Poland tennis player. And then this is her third Italian title. This is her third Italian title. For Alexander Zverev, it is a second Italian title. Generally, these Italian titles or Italian tournaments or open titles or clay court titles. Generally, French Open, then we observe that clay courts and those. But here, like it's a clay court. And then this is the particular event of 2025 is the 2025 is the 81st edition of the Italian Open title. And then in this particular Italian Open titles, then highest number of titles owned by the Rafael Nadal. Highest number of titles owned by the Rafael Nadal is a clay court, as I mentioned earlier. So then who won the men's singles? Alexander Zverev. And then women's title owned by the Iga Swiatek. Moving to the next one, the Manasvi mentorship program for high school girls. High school girls from standard 9th to 12th, then this particular concept introduced at IIT Delhi, then the venue is the IIT Delhi. So here, like if you observe, then providing STEM related knowledge is nothing but science, technology, engineering and mathematics knowledge to the school going girls, that too from 9th class to 12th standard students. Providing this particular STEM knowledge is the main objective here, STEM knowledge, and then they pick 100 girls for this entire program, and then they nurture them in a science related topics, technology, engineering as well as mathematics areas. That is a concept here. So which IIT is looking after this particular Manasvi program? That is IIT Delhi. Moving to the next one, have a look at the new Prime Minister of Sudan, Abdallah Hamdok. Earlier he was a prime minister of this particular nation during 2019 to 22. During 2019 to 22 he was a prime minister there, and again he won the election, and then he started taken the control of the particular nation, and then right now he is the prime minister, he elected as a prime minister. They may ask by giving the name, they may ask the country. So he is from which country, they may ask. So then I am asking a question here, then you can comment here. So Sudan joined as a UNO member, which member nation? I want the number, which member nation? This particular South Sudan joined as a member in United Nations organization. There is comment here, so that whatever the right answer, then end of the day I'll add here. I'll add in the comments, okay? That would be the best option. And moving to the next one, have a look at this E0 FIR. E0 FIR. So FIR generally, then if anything wrong, any wrong happens, generally then we have to reach the police station, then PS, near PS, and then generally we give a complaint based on the strength of the issue. Then they may take the FIR. Sometimes then they may with a small arbitration, then they may clear the issue as well. But here this is the first time in India, New Delhi introduced this particular, in New Delhi Amit Shah introduced this particular concept called E0 FIR. So generally we have to reach the PS, or then sometimes then PS may observe that the police, the cops may observe the issue, and then based on the potential of that, then they may take the FIR. But here, like if any fraud happens, if any fraud happens or appears, then the strength is more than 10 lakhs rupees, certainly then automatic FIR will be filed. And then with the helpline called 1930 helpline, a message is sent to the person then who is going to give the FIR. And then this process is looks after by the NCRP, National Cyber Crime Report Portal. Then this is this repository, Cyber Crime Repository Portal or Report Portal. This maintains this entire information, and immediately to the respective person, the FIR note, FIR number is sent to the person, and then immediate action will be taken on the person who involved in the fraudulent transactions. That is the concept here. So then with the increasing rate of the cyber crimes, then the government initiated this particular program. That's the one. Moving to the next one, have a look at this one, Khelo India Beach Games. Recently we come across Khelo India Youth Games. So this is the youth games in Bihar, then we completed. This is a Khelo India Beach Games now. This will be, then this was observed from 17th May to 24th in Dayu. Then we know Dayu Daman as a union territory. So in Dayu, this particular event was observed recently, 2025 event, the 6 days event. In this particular event, the different types of beach games observed and some traditional games as well. Beach volleyball, beach kabaddi and beach soccer was observed. In addition to these, some traditional sports like Mallakamba. Mallakamba is Kerala's traditional game, and then tug of war. Tug of war also, then then two sides, then people will pull the rope in general, that is called tug of war. So these traditional two traditional games as well observed during this event. And then this is not the first time that Dayu is conducting these type of sports. Earlier in 2024, it was conducted like a national beach sports. National beach sports then conducted in 2024 in Dayu. And then in that particular event, Madhya Pradesh has got a highest number of medals, that is 18 in number. And then second position occupied by the Dayu and Daman and Tamil Nadu with the 12 medals. There is a context. This Khelo India beach games then observed in Dayu, Union Territory Dayu. Moving to the next one, a special village we are going to discuss now, that is Mahavat Village, or we call it as a Mahavat Village. Mahavat or Mahavat, these are Hindi words, then which represents the protector of the elephants. The protector of the elephants. So generally Mahavat or Mahavat, they looks after the elephants and they control the emotions of the elephants as well. They look after the elephants in general. So generally then if you observe Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka and Odisha, these states particularly, these elephants sometimes then they reach the villages, nearby villages, and they destroy the crops, and they sometimes then they are the reason for the death of particular farmers or nearby hometowns as well. But like to avoid that context, then first time in India, then Tamil Nadu initiated a program called Mahavat Village, a particular village constructed with the houses constructed for these Mahavats, then who controls elephants in general. So for them they constructed a village, so like which is very spacious and in mid of the forest. So then this particular area gives enough space to the elephants to move around. So that is the context here. So that was observed in Tepakkadu of Tamil Nadu. Tepakkadu village is a Mahavat village. Okay, India's first Mahavat village observed in Tamil Nadu, state-wise Tamil Nadu. Then the village is Tepakkadu. That's one. And moving to the next one, have a look at this Krishi Sankalp Abhan. Krishi Sankalp Abhan is a program introduced by the northeastern state Tripura. And then here this Krishi Sankalp Abhan main objective is then agriculture related activities, agriculture production, and then farmer welfare is the main intention. So then to create the awareness to the farmers of a particular nearby villages, and then to create awareness towards the central sponsored schemes introduced by the government, then this particular program was introduced. What is the name of the program? Krishi Sankalp Abhan. Krishi Sankalp Abhan. So central sponsored schemes, creating awareness towards the central sponsored schemes is the main objective of this program. Where it was introduced? In Tripura of a northeastern state. That's one. Moving to the next one, then these are the current affairs for the day. We will meet in the tomorrow session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.